Hello guys, welcome back. This is Ingifacts and today I am going to explain about the p-type semiconductor. As we know, these semiconductors are classified into two basic types based on their purity and the doping value. First is intrinsic and second is extrinsic semiconductor. P-type is the extrinsic semiconductor. In order to form a p-type semiconductor, the basic step is to dope intrinsic semiconductor with some impurity. Here the term P refers to positive charge, that means a hole. It has greater concentration of the hole than that of the electrons. In this way, a p-type semiconductor is defined based on its electron acceptor capabilities. So there is one thing to understand, that we need more electrons or more holes to increase the conductivity of the materials. So we required such materials which have either 3 electrons or 5 electrons in its outermost shell. So if we want more holes, we require trivalent impurities, and if we want more electrons, we require pentavalent impurity. So here we use trivalent impurity to dope with silicon, and this process is called doping. In this, the outermost shell consists of 3 electrons, so it requires one more electron to complete its octet. And this is only possible by sharing the electrons, and it is an accepting electron, and it is generally referred to as acceptor. These impurities are boron, gallium, aluminium and indium. Okay, now I'll explain how the impurity atoms, that is boron, displace the same number of silicon atoms in the crystal and occupy their position. Now 3 valence electrons of each boron atom create covalent bonds with 3 neighboring silicon atoms. In this way, each boron gets 7 valence electrons at outermost orbit, but still 1 electron is in the left. Hence there is a vacancy, and this vacancy is referred as hole. This is called hole creation process. Okay, now you can see here the whole process looks like this. See here, one boron atom is pairing with 4 silicon atoms to complete its octet, but there is a vacancy for hole. Now come to this diagram. This diagram explains the conduction in p-type materials. When this material is connected to an external voltage, its majority carriers, which is hole present in valence band, tends to move towards the negative terminal of the supply, and minority carriers, that are electrons present in the conduction band, moves towards the positive terminal of the battery. Valence band and the conduction band are the parts of energy band diagram, which is explained in the next slide. This is the energy band diagram. In this, the lower part is the valence band and the upper part is the conduction band. Valence band contains the holes, that is majority carriers for the p-type semiconductor, and conduction band contains electrons, that is minority carriers for the p-type semiconductor. Once the impurity is inserted into the pure semiconductor, many number of holes are formed in the valence band. So there are thermal excitation is also in the semiconductor. As always, majority wins, and the energy band diagram suggests that there is less number of electrons in the conduction band in p-type semiconductor. So the current in p-type semiconductor is due to majority carriers in valence band, that is holes. So this is the formation of the p-type semiconductor. In my next video, I will explain about the n-type semiconductor. So please keep watching and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.